I went for this subtle kind of vampy look, and if you want to see how I did it, just keep watching. Alright guys, going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. I love this palette so much. I'm going to take the shade Samael. I'm going to use this as a base shade, so I'm just going to put this all over both of my eyelids, and I'm going to use a flat brush to do that. Now going back into the palette, taking the shade Lazarus and a small fluffy brush, and I'm going to place this right into my crease. Okay, next taking the same brush and the shade Liberatus, and I'm also going to be placing this into my crease. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take some tape. I just used some regular clear Scotch tape. I'm just going to put this on the outer edges of my eye, and so that way I get a nice sharp line with the next shade that I'm going to be going in with. And so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the shade Shax. That's the darkest color in the palette. I'm going to take a smaller flat brush. I'm going to put this on my eyelids and a little bit into the crease. So if you wanted to make this process even shorter, you could go in underneath this shade of eyeshadow and you could use, say, a dark eye pencil or like a cream shadow and just layer the black on top of that and it'll be dark. Because I didn't do that, it's going to take me a little while longer to build up the color and get it to be as black as I want it to be. So just a heads up if you just want to make this process a little bit shorter. And again, just dipping into that black. Like I said, I'm going to build this color up until I get it as dark as I want it to be. Now going in with that brush that we used in the crease earlier, I'm going to use this to kind of blend the edges out so they're not so harsh. And blending is going to take the longest with this look just because you don't want it to be so harsh. Like the edges, you want to make sure that they're nice and blended, so blending is going to take the longest with this look, but it's definitely worth it. Now going in with a larger fluffy brush, and I'm just going to continue to blend. So still just blending this black out. Like I said, this process is the longest part. Going back in with the shade Liberatus and that small fluffy brush we used in our crease, and I'm going to put that back into the crease. Now taking the shade Succubus, I'm going to put this on my brow bone. I'm going to go ahead and take that tape off now. Nice sharp lines. For the lash line, I'm going to take a small angled brush. And I'm going to take the shade Liberatus. I'm going to put this all the way through. Now with that same brush and the shade Shax, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go halfway. Now because the Kat Von D palette is all matte shades, there wasn't really a shimmer shade that I could use in my inner corners. So for my inner corners, I'm going to be going in with my Kylie Cosmetics Holiday palette. And I'm going to be taking the shade Frosty, that's that silver shade, and that's what I'm going to use for my inner corners. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be back and I will show you the finished look. Okay guys, so I'm back. Here's the finished look. I will have everything that I used on my whole face, all the products, in the description box. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, before you leave, like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.